My name is Anice Hassim. I'm the head of product at Immedia, and Immedia is a media technology consultancy that's been working in the broadcast space for the last 2 decades.
And you've got a platform called Fabrik, which is for managing and working with social engagement for both radio and television. Tell me about that product.
Well, we think that the future is convergent. The future is about community. It's involving all stakeholders in the sort of value creation. And we think the future is around trust building, which means as a media owner, I want to be able to set certain rules, certain value systems, certain metrics around how I want to build, engage, transact with my audience. And our platform allows them to do that. So throw up a controlled space where they can enroll their audience into, engage the conversation, distribute content and context, and wire in some basic workflows to allow that audience to sort of go on and do something once they've consumed content or engaged the broadcaster. So it's cloud-based, it's social, it's mobile, it's available as a native app in all of the major ecosystems, Windows, iOS, Android, Tizen, and it's your branded space in the App Store. So it's quick to deploy, quick to light up, quick to engage your audience in, and begin that digitization journey, which most clients wouldn't say they're hesitant to go on, they overthink the getting started because they're trying to look for perfect answers or tools or platforms that do everything that they need. By intent and by design, Fabrik is what we call a Goldilocks product. It doesn't do too much, it doesn't do too little. It's focused more at the human end than at the workflow and process end. And our philosophy is that if we engage and we amplify the human part of our audiences to talk to each other, talk to us, and sort of start to create that shared content and value journey, out of that heat of that engagement will come the clues we need as to what we need to build as tools, as workflows, as service points, deeper, better, faster for that audience. But we prefer to have that revealed as part of the journey rather than an assumption we make.
At a practical level, what it does is it will show you all the social interactions from across several platforms. Plus, it will also give you the metrics, won't it? So
yes.
That's the sharp end.
The sharp end of it is it effectively allows broadcasters to create a real-time audience and data around that audience. Whereas at the moment it's analog and there's a bit of assumption around that audience or derived sort of intelligence. Now you're in a real-time data picture. You can see who's engaging you, where they are, what they're doing, what opinions they have, all in the real time. They can reach out and touch you, you can reach out and touch them, you can mix it, slice it, dice it, and sort of tune your engagement through the day or through the week or through the storytelling at the pace and the sort of altitude that you want.
Give me an example of somebody who's using the product.
So our pilot client that we've been working with quite closely for the last year has been a little radio station in Cape Town called Smile FM. Okay, and they've got a really outsized personality, and that's the kind of client we feel is a great match for our product because the platform is the platform. It's your personality on it, however, that really brings the whole thing to life. And Smile's got a great sort of on-air broadcast personality. It's meant to be very engaging, very inviting, very warm. Tell us what's going on in your environment.
And what type of station is it? Music or talk?
Music, sort of adult contemporary, middle of the road music station. Bit of audience engagement, bit of talk around community events and that kind of thing. So what we've been able to do is deploy the platform with them. They've very rapidly created a fairly significant digital audience that engage with them throughout the broadcast day, and have created an intimacy and a almost layer of in broadcast, we all know that one guy phones in every week and you get to know who he is. These regular callers become part of your personality of the station. They're kind of recreating that sense of community and that sense of...
but it's also global, isn't it? we were looking at a global spread of this Cape Town station with people across the planet.
35% of their digital audience is coming from outside of the FM broadcast.
Yeah.
So they're finding this great delight that community is not geography anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, you can measure community by latency almost.
Yeah.
How far away in time are you?
Yeah.
And if you on the other side of an app, you actually have a very viable real-time
So how does all
broadcast
this
community.
change the business model for particularly radio and TV?
We think it moves them up the value curve.
Yeah.
Because analog media has tended to be valuable because it did one of two things. It was either a very targeted and very known audience, or it was very real time in
Yeah.
mass. Okay, with a technology platform like Fabrik and moving into a cloud, mobile, social world, you've got both a real time and very rich described audience,
Yes.
right? And your most valuable audience of all
Across several platforms.
across a variety of platforms and media types.
Yes.
Okay, so the part of the question is this still radio?
Yeah.
After you're done with it, because it's not just audio that you can push them. You can push them live video, live audio, live conversation, on demand, time shifted.
Yeah.
Have an article,
Yeah.
a long form article being packaged along with the story. Vox pop from the audience coming in.
But
So,
it also has an advertising implication, doesn't it?
Yes, because your most valuable audience is that real-time audience.
Yeah.
Okay, so we feel that we could potentially move radio up the value curve, so they could potentially be charging more than just what they have been charging in the analog sense, because it's a real-time known sort of qualitative audience. Okay, and with the use of data and analytics, you can almost create prediction outcomes or prediction models that change from being reactive to being anticipative. So we could be working with our audience and our advertisers to say, what is the outcome you're looking for? With a very strong learning of what that audience is actually going to
Yeah. What we
respond
like.
to and what they like.
Yeah.
So there's a much tighter matchup and a much more natural fit between the kind of advertiser profile you can create on the one side and the audience you're looking to serve on the other. So that resonance of
Yeah.
this community that we're building, the value creation that we are looking for. The audience relate to you because of your content. The advertisers want to participate because your audience is the right audience for their product. There's a hunger for that kind of consumption or that kind of knowledge. And as a result, your outcomes are a lot more authentic, a lot more human, a lot more entertaining, and a lot more real time. So your audience satisfaction of, am I being served,
Goes up. Yeah.
goes up phenomenally. When they feel like they're a part of the value creation, pry them away from your brand. You're not going to be able to, because they feel like they own it with you.